Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the live stream. And if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and participate in the conversation in the comments below. I do keep an eye on those, and people do come back and watch this and check out the comments also. So if you have anything to say about our topics, let us know, and don't forget to leave a like on it. And of course, my name is Brad, and if you would like to watch more drone videos just like this one, including some tip videos and other videos, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And I'd like to say hi to Owen. Nice to see you. You're kind of up late, young man. So today our topics are, we're going to talk about the FAA registration in the United States being reinstated by President Trump. And we're also going to talk about the really cool swarm of drones. It was a record-setting 1,180 drones in the sky controlled by computers all at once in China. We're going to talk about that. It was eHang did that. Chris, you have a great, right off the bat, excellent question. If you're already registered, you don't have to re-register. No, it's basically reinstating the registration. And more, I mean, as a commercial pilot, I was already registered. I didn't unregister and everything else. Hey, Matt, I'm going to just say hi to everybody real quick. Hi, Owen. Hi, Chris. And hi to Matt. That's variable. Everybody say hi to everybody. So the FAA did reinstate yesterday, the president yesterday signed a new law into place reinstating the registration of FAA drones, or drones with the FAA, and this is probably not a whole lot of news to you if you follow the drone news like I do and watch all the forums like I do. Thank you very much, Brian. So what are we talking about? We're talking about that, the registration, re-registration. So you kind of pulled me off topic for a second there. You complimented me, and it just totally messed me up. Welcome to everybody. And again, if you have something to say and you're watching this on a replay, make sure you go ahead and leave a comment. And we got 6 people watching now. Let's see if we can get it to 6,000 right now. No, that's not going to happen. I'd like to say hi to everybody, whoever's in the rooms. And we got Brian, Matt, Chris, and Owen from bottom up. And about the registration, what I want to know as hobbyists, because as a commercial pilot, I was just registered. I didn't unregister. Back in the summer, they had a big to-do. Some lawyer came up and said I shouldn't have to register my drone as a hobbyist, and then they overturned that or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how that came out because I didn't care. Quite honestly, it didn't really affect me at all. So now President Trump has reinstated this whole law where you got to register your drone in the U.S. if it's over 0.55 pounds and under 55 pounds. And if it's over 55 pounds, it's not really considered much of a drone. It's something in a completely different level. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Good to see you. Scott, we love the Donald. Hey, Scott, how are you, man? This is in one case, what I want to know, Scott, apparently you are definitely for FAA registration. And for the record, I don't care. I mean, I think it's a good idea. You have boat registrations, you have plane registrations, you have car registrations. These are all vehicles that could cause harm to other people. Even a bicycle. Of course, a bicycle doesn't have a registration, I don't believe, or do they? So what is your opinion here in the chat? What's your opinion? I want to hear it, of the drone registration for hobbyists. I mean, obviously for, like I said, for commercial, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I assumed I should do it. It only costs $5. And if you want to see more information on it, I've got links in the description below. It has there's a Time article, there's a TechCrunch article, got a link to the FAA rules, just the very general overview, like a getting started thing. And then below that, a little bit more below that, I actually have a place where you can click to register your drone with the FAA. Stella, nice to see you. How are you? So you're over there in Owen's land, and Owen's in your land, and the other side of the pond. You guys probably don't really care so much, and it doesn't affect you, the FAA part, but you guys have to start registering your drones, I believe, this summer. Am I correct? Owen has got a great point. He says, should be mandatory in order to stop the jerks from flying. Yeah, I'm not going to, you can read it. You can read it. But yeah, it's not going to stop them. That's the thing. If I want to fly my drone in a very criminal fashion, I'm not going to bother registering it. I'm assuming now what it is going to help, it's going to help the people who have a drone and they want to fly responsibly. It's going to help them learn the rules a little bit more, they're going to, because they have to pay attention in order, they go, they register the drone, blah, 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 so I'm kind of for it, but I'm also a little indifferent. I want to keep the jerkwads from flying stupid. I don't want stupid people to do stupid things, or even good-meaning people to do stupid things, because they shouldn't, they need to know the rules. And a lot of people get the drone, they're like, oh, I'm just going to go fly. They're sitting at the end of the runway, and they hit a little plane. Nothing probably will happen, but enough will happen that it's going to cause some property damage, and you have a problem. So, Chris, I think I will help people accountable. It will help keep people accountable, at least honest people honest. You're right about that, Chris. I completely agree. I do believe it will keep the people like me who want to be honest and who want to run legal and want to keep everything up and up. It'll keep them honest, like you just said. Keep the honest people honest. Don't confuse sarcasm with sincerity. Sorry, Scott. It's really hard to tell when you're just typing. Yeah, it doesn't seem like too much of an inconvenience. It isn't, Mike. It's not. It's $5. You type in the serial number, you type in the manufacturer, and you're done. And it sends you a little registration number. You do have to have the registration number attached to your drone. Mine's inside the battery compartment. I don't even have it on the outside because I don't want it to fly off. Plus, I don't know. I don't like stuff on the outside of my drone. I like to clean. Of course, I got a lot of bug crap all over it right now. I've got to clean it still. I should probably do that. I've got time. So yeah, I'm of that kind of mindset where it isn't much to do. It's a very small thing. It's $5. I mean, it takes you, I think, 5 minutes to do it. $5, you're done. It's like every 3 years, I guess. And by the time, like, again, running drones the way I do, in 3 years, I probably won't have the P4P anymore, so I won't have to renew that. So it's actually kind of good. That is my opinion. And so we've got a lot of good people's opinions here. Now, Owen and Stella, you guys are out on the other side of the pond. I want to know, when is your rule? Because I know that your governing body just announced that you have to register your drones. And is that correct? Because I believe we talked about this last week or the week before or something like that. I mean, do you guys care? Oh, Stella, I'm interested. I know how Owen feels. How do you feel, Stella? How do you feel about the UK? March is when you think it's going to come around? March, somewhere around there. So spring, early summer. There's 5 potential meals off the dollar menu. Oh, that's true, Mike. You might starve to death if you don't, if you do that, because, you know what? That's also 5 Frosties. 5 Junior Frosties. Oh, man. I would really, really like to have 5 Junior Frosties. Or May. So Owen might be a little crazy. Probably. And Stella, so it's around May. Your registration number transfers to other drones. Does it? Because when I had my Autel, I registered it under one. I had an Autel and a DJI at the same time, and they were both registered under different numbers. I don't remember that. If that's something new that came through, that's great. I read those articles, but I kind of flew through them real quick. I don't remember it saying that one number is registered to all drones. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean anything. Stella would be happy if the penalty for not registering was severe, like 5 years or something. Boy, would the jails fill up really quick then, wouldn't they? I'm surprised they didn't implement it at the time of purchase to ensure everyone is registered. Calvin, I would like to know if they could do that, because if you buy online, that would be a process that every website would have to install just to sell a drone. Best Buy would, all these places sell it in the stores. They would have to, in the stores it might be a little bit easier. But yeah, if there was a way to do that, I think it would be great. Just something to help them get in there, North Korea style. I think I like this guy, Chris. Chris, I haven't seen you before. I'm starting to like your sense of humor. At least I hope that's humor. Anyway, that was good. So 5 years hard labor if you don't register your drone. I could go with that. Oh. What else do we have? So Brian likes the whole, and I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it would be viable to even be able to register your drone at the time of purchase? Because me being a former programmer, I'm just thinking of all the code that's got to be written just to work with drones. And then you actually have to be able to make sure that, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, Brian. Everybody, for the record, that anybody that's new here, Foundation Ariel is also known as Brian because that's his name. So we give Brian a hard time. I see where you're coming from. The Queen does have a likeness to Kim Jong. Oh God, this is going down a road. I think I just might enjoy the comments for a bit. Just see how that goes. Actually, I need a drink of water because I'm, Oh, that felt good. Throat was getting a little dry. Don't know why. So, you guys are bad. You guys are very naughty. So, that being said, that's what I was going to do. I was actually going to show you the website. I actually had the website here. Here's the times thing. So it says, getting a drone for the holidays, you'll register with the FAA, which, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to sit here and read all this because boring. Oh, God. Warning, Will Robinson. Yes. So this, here's the article. But this article here, if you want to read the whole thing, it is linked down below where you can see it down in the description if you want to really read that. You guys are getting out of hand now. Yeah. Let's see. Who actually knows the Warning, Will Robinson? That's a reference to an old TV show. And yes, I do know which one it is. Let's see. Okay, who else knows the reference to this TV show? Let's see. I bet Brian knows it. Lost video transmission less than 209 years ago. What's up? Gil, how are you? Less than 209. Yes. 17 watching. Nice, me too. I'm 13, no idea. Lost in Space. There we go, Brian. I knew you'd know it. I'm Gil, I'm not sure what, I guess, listen, I don't know what you're trying to tell me by 209. What's up? Yeah, Owen, I wouldn't expect you to know that, but it's an old show. Was that from I know it was out maybe in the early 70s, but it was definitely out in the late 60s. It was called Lost in Space. Oh, Penny was the hottie. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. So now we're going, Google says Lost in Space. Stella, we're not a perv. Oh, 200 yards out. Thank you very much. And now I got to go back up and see what you were saying because I got to scroll this up here. Lost transmission less than 200 yards out. And what's up? Don't know. Which drone are you flying, Mr. Gill? Are you flying the Autel, the DJI, the what? It was played through the 80s? Because you were born, Chris, you're making me feel old. So it was in the 80s. I thought it was, because the style looks 60s to me, from what I remember. I'm old. But I remember that. Do you guys remember the remake with Joey from Friends? What was your last job? What was my last job? Oh, you mean drone job? My last drone job. That was the one that I was in the warehouse flying around in. Yeah, but I've got one coming up this weekend. Video. So you lost your video transmission. Okay. There are some people complaining about that. You might want to look in the DJI forums. You might want to look around and search that, Gil, because I do know that is a known issue, or it's an issue that other people have had, and there may be a solution. I have not had that problem, and you've got the 4 Plus. It may be because of the Plus part, because of the built-in screen, but I don't think so, because I think some people were having that same problem with iOS and with Android. So honestly, you're going to want to search the DJI forums, because I know other people have had it. I have not had that problem. I had a small problem where I lost the signal for about 3 seconds downtown Chicago, but I was also near a steel structure, so I wasn't really totally surprised when I got it back. So it may have been something, and I was within a few hundred feet. Yeah, so I wasn't that far away. But again, there was a large metal structure. You can watch the vlog I did, the one downtown Chicago. There might be a bug in the firmware. I have not noticed anything, but again, it's actually been a couple weeks since I've flown, because it's either been cold or I've been busy, and mostly because I've been busy doing other things, making money. No problem, Gil. I hope that helps you out. Like I said, I know that's an issue that other people have had, and I'm sure if there's a solution, it'll be there, definitely. So my latest job was we're going back to that. Pretty sure it was that warehouse that I can't show any footage of because of an NDA. Who was the weird uncle? Oh, man. Anyway, see, we're not talking TV shows. The Wind? Yeah, The Wind. It was, oh, God, the other day. Calvin, I'm not sure where you live. I'm in the Chicagoland area. And if you're in that area, then I know exactly what you mean. But if you're like in Iowa, I heard Iowa wind. It was howling. Well, I know Wyoming is always crappy because it's always windy there. And I have a very sincere, very interesting question. Does anybody know why it is so windy in Wyoming? Yeah, Scott, that's what I'm thinking too, is it might be just some kind of interference, but it could be because there's a bug in the firmware. Neil, you made it. Now you're not an or else. 2P4 is different from when they flew differently. However, or hover, signal strength. Okay, so it could be something different. Yeah, Neil is actually the reason I have a job to do on Saturday, and he's actually going to be my visual observer. He doesn't know that. Now he does. He knew he's tagging along anyway. He's going to be my visual observer. And if anything goes wrong with the drone, I'm going to hand him the controllers. Watch him panic. So does anybody know why? So, okay, Neil, you say no tall buildings. It's because of no tall buildings in Wyoming. Interesting, started again, knowing registration, non-part 107 pilots will be coming again. Yeah, Winslow, and I agree with you, because I think that they did that just before Christmas for a reason, because you all know people are getting drones for Christmas. Drones are going to be huge. End of December all the way into January. There's going to be a crap ton more of them out there. If not, they're probably trickling in now. So they've got to do all of that interesting stuff and all the drone registrations to keep up with all of that. Hopefully they can do that. Okay, so drone worship. Who got the TV show? Oh, we all got the TV show. It was, or actually Brian got it. So the reason, I'm going to tell you this right now, the reason why Wyoming is so windy is because Nebraska sucks. Dum-dum, psh. Bingo. Where are we at? Okay, Winslow. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, yes, Winslow's back on the normal. He thinks he's... Oh, hi, Garrett. Wow, we got a lot of new people here. Welcome to the new people. I really appreciate you showing up. We've got Garrett. We've got Winslow. We've got Calvin, Scott. Mike's been here before. Nice to see everybody. Oh, as far as everybody knows, I'm going to have to repeat this again. Neil's a good friend of mine, and so is Brian, and we pick on each other all the time. So if you think Brian's trolling, he's not. Owen and Brian will get into it. It's just the way it goes. We're all a bunch of buddies. We all have some fun here, so don't take anything too personal in this chat, all right? Don't get any of the new drones that are marketed at kids, because there's no one at my school slightly inebriated. Hope you mean interested. Hope there's nobody even slightly inebriated at your school. But yeah, you're right. A lot of kids aren't interested, but people my age, people in their 20s and 30s and 40s, people they just want the new toys, Some of the kids like them, but those little ones, the $300 drones, $200, $100 drones, those aren't that interesting. They're not going to do much. Those things are those aren't even really good they're toys. I don't know. But then again, maybe people love them. I do like flying my little $20 drone around the house, buzzing my wife. It drives her crazy. I love it. It's fun. So where are we at? We're Okay. Our local swap shops on Facebook have been flooded with Phantom 4s and Mavics because everybody's getting ready for the Mavic or the next version of Mavics and Phantoms. Hope they don't have to wait too long. We'll see how that goes. So we got, and Variable is also one of our regulars, people my age, 20s, 30s. I said people my age, 20s and 30s and 40s. All right, Mr. Owen. Listen, Owen, it's past your bedtime. Go tuck yourself in, get your teddy bear, and go to bed. I'm going to tell your mom. Thumbs up on the comment. No. So Neil's in trouble, too. Okay, Neil. My $20 eSheen is a blast flight. Oh, yeah. Oh, this... You mean this one right here? Those are fun, aren't they? Yeah, and it's a lot harder to fly than the X-Star Premium. Any of these, if you spend more than $600 on a drone and you get the GPS, those things are easy to fly. You get a $20 drone that has no GPS, it's like, you're gonna hang on. Brian just go. Whew, okay, let's just sit and watch the thing. So, Matt, how are you, Matt? Oh, yep, I figured that was the one because I did. This is what I used to. This is a good training drone. My point in my video, I say that this drone here, if you can fly this drone, you can fly any drone. And I said, don't be afraid to crash it because it doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't hurt. Unless, of course, it gets stuck in your hair because, look what happens when it gets stuck in your hair. So that Micro Center is selling a neat little drone for $10. I have to look at that one. Oh, God. Just bought 5 of them? Holy cow. Christmas gifts for the kid. Yeah, you're right, Matt. Those are good. I hope the kids aren't watching this stream because you just gave it away. Oh, God. Okay, kids. Listen, I'm going to have to send you to your corners. I'm going to have to send you both to your room. Brian, don't make me. Don't make me. Let's talk. Let's change the subject a little bit. One of the things, I saw this video yesterday. I downloaded it so I can show it to you without going onto YouTube. But it is the eHang video. How many of you guys saw... How many of you guys saw the eHang video with the world record breaking, like the drone swarm? 1,180 drones. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so, and yes, you're right, Brian, the cheaper it is. Stella just got in on it. Oh, the cheaper it is, the easier, the harder it is to fly. Yes, I agree, Brian. So, how many of you guys saw the eHang video with the drone swarm? Anybody? Here, let me show it to you right now. This is, I'm not starting at the beginning, and keep in mind, this is their video. Let me know if you can actually hear it. Let me know if you can actually hear the video. You should be able to hear the music with this. I hope you can. Oh, yes, it is pretty cool. Isn't that awesome? So what I want to say is where they're doing this, if you look in the background in the left right now, that's a little stadium. I have pictures of me at that stadium, empty. That's in Guangzhou, China. And if you look in the middle, all of those little dots, those are the drones. Those are the drones doing that display in the middle of the air. 1,180. Oh. That's what GZ means, is Guangzhou. Isn't that cool? I wonder, you know what, Brian? I agree. Oh, but I love watching this. I love watching them land. It's just so cool. So anyway, that is just the coolest thing. It was just fantastic. And you can find it on YouTube and watch it on YouTube. Yeah, it's when my wife got her visa. That's where you go over the U.S. Embassy is there in Guangzhou. So we were there a couple times. So yeah, we took a walk around and took a little tour, and that was actually near where we were staying. Anyway, yeah, I was in the Olympics. I was the official person that sat and did nothing. And by the way, that's actually a thing in Japan, is the do nothing challenge. Sit and do nothing. I would probably lose because I'd go crazy. Anyway, so that swarm thing, I want those drones. And I was looking at the site for eHang, and they do a lot more. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this. So some of you hardcore guys do. eHang is also working on the UAV that actually transport people. They're the ones that are working on the ones with are in Dubai that are going to transport people automatically. You get in and you go and do. eHang is the company that's making those. They also have some commercial drones. I don't know. Are they all the same drone? Hey, Drone Wolf Media, how are you? So in the swarm, yes, those were all the Ghost Drone 2.0s. Those were all Ghost Drone 2.0s with LEDs that change colors. Now, the commercial drone that they use is a different drone. It's called the Falcon 3 or 4. And then the eHang personal transport one, whatever it is. I don't know the name of it. But that is really cool. Yeah, the Ghost drone. Exactly. Thank you, Matt. But I want some of those. I think that would be so cool, and it'd be nice to be able to put on displays for all kinds of different events. If I had the money to invest in that, I would do it, because then I could market myself as like one of the only guys in the U.S. that does that, if not the only guy, one of the few, because they did do it at the Super Bowl last year, but that was like, I don't know, 30 drones. This was 1,100 drones plus. It's a world record now, but I'm sure that eHang will somehow figure out how to break their own record, because that's just the way things go, right? But that is so cool. So Drone Wolf, we got to chat. I need, yeah, exactly. 4th of July is no fireworks needed, except you got to have the booms for the 4th of July. You got to have the boom booms. The drones are cool, but I want the boom boom. But Drone Wolf Media, excuse me just a minute. My nose is itchy suddenly. You need to contact me about being a guest on the show. I've been meaning to contact you, but honestly, I've been very, very busy. I'm hoping, I don't even know if I'm going to get another video out this week. You know, if you guys noticed, some of you may have noticed, my video came out late this week. It came out Tuesday instead of Monday because I got busy with other stuff. It's a good thing to be busy. Third party can make litchi, and doing that isn't technically too hard. Yeah, still, you're right, except for the fact that all of those drones are being controlled by one computer. That's what the amazing part is, and that kind of software is some serious software. I mean, there's a lot going on there. Just very expensive, yes, because you got to buy a lot of, I think they're $400 drones, $500 drones. I'm sure if you bought 1,000 of them, they might give you a discount. Brad Boom Boom Simon, that's right. Yep, that's what I'm thinking, Mr. Drone Wolf. He ain't going. Okay, there we go. Look at that, Scott. You're a wonderful man. Ghost Drone 450 at Best Buy. 450 times 1180 is $500,000. I'll bet you if you order it straight from the manufacturer, they give you a discount, so you only pay $495,000. Yeah, they're around. That's what their Ghost Drones are. Yeah, I think that's without a camera though. I think you buy the camera separate. You tell me, Scott. Looks like you might be looking it up on the internet, and I can't do that while I'm doing this. I'd rather not. I'd rather pay attention to you guys and say hi to you guys. But, Scott, I appreciate you helping out. I really do. Look at this. He's so nice. Look at all this stuff. Oh, I like that. Another mill to build a... Yeah, the control box would not be cheap. Can you use a GoPro? I don't know, Neil. You might be able to. Or Brian. You're Brian, not Neil. Sorry. Didn't realize they were that expensive. Maybe I'm thinking of a different model. No, those are the ones you're thinking of, because they use the Ghost drones in that. I mean, I looked on their site, and their swarm technology uses the Ghost drones. Maybe it's the older version, I don't know, or maybe it's a smaller version without a camera, a different like a Ghost drone Lite. Don't know. You can use a GoPro with it. Thank you very much, Mr. Owen. You're better off picking up a P3P for a smaller... Well, yeah, you might be able to do that. Duct tape the GoPro to the Ghost drone. Yes! Duct tape works. Mr. Chris. I like your icon there. Is that a pit bull? What show are we talking about? Oh, the show we were talking about earlier, that was a while ago, was Lost in Space. If you show up on time, you'd know these things. Lost in Space. Video. Oh, that's actually a repeat from earlier. That'll probably go away, hopefully. Yes, that's my buddy Tank. Ah, cool. That's a cool pit bull. Gorgeous dogs. Oh, okay, so who's going to hook me up with all of the Ghost drones and the computer that I need to control them, and also a little bit of marketing? I think Neil might be able to help me with the marketing. Neil knows a person or two. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Drone Wolf, we got way off topic earlier. It was getting, the crap was flying everywhere, talking TV shows. Whew. Oh, cool. Can't pay. No, you can't paste a link. It won't work. just because that's the way the comments are. I don't, because if I have that, then a lot of people like to spam things, so I turn the links off. If you shoot me a link, Scott, in an email or even just a message, now my email is brad@bradsdrones.com. If you shoot me a link of it, I'll put it in the description in this video below so that people can see it afterwards, okay? So that'll help out. Can't stay too long. I need to finish editing this dang video for my Thanksgiving road trip. Ooh, that's been a little while ago. You better get that done. Help with disposal and just send them to me. You might need a waiver. Yeah, you probably do need a serious waiver for that. You need to make sure you're doing it like they did in that. You saw they had a big old strip that was like nobody was around. They flew straight up and they just did stuff right there. So yeah, you'd have to have a lot. So drone, you got to get that video done. I got to see what your video is. I hope everybody liked the video. Did anybody pay attention to the end video montage I did yesterday on my vlog kind of sort of thing? Because I was really happy with the way that came out. Just lie to me and tell me it was beautiful. That's all I want to hear. And Brian, shut the hell up already. Had a couple paid gigs to finish up. That's why I'm like, well, you know what? Paid gigs are paid gigs. That's why I'm a little bit behind, because I've got to go get paid by other stuff too. If y'all want to use Super Chat, send me a couple $1 million. That'd be great. I won't hold my breath. Yeah, I kind of knew what you meant. I bet you we all kind of knew what you meant, Mr. Drone Wolf. You know, Craig's not here. It was phenomenal. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. He probably didn't even see it. Okay. It was okay. It was awesome. Yeah, man, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you for lying. I appreciate it. I know some of you probably liked it. I know that. That means 10 minutes ago. You're now an owner of a P3P. Sweet. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the Drone Club, Calvin. We appreciate it. It's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy it. And Mr. Owen can tell you all about the P3Ps. He's got one himself. Or P3. He's got the P3 4K. Oh, I'm sure Brian's not really scared of you, Mr. Owen. Pretty sure. Maybe his wife caught him on the internet and he got in trouble. You know. That's a nice little drone, I'll tell you. The P3Ps are good little drones. I have never flown one, but everybody who has one loves it. I think isn't that what Aussie Mark flies? I couldn't think of his name. I'm like, M. Aussie Mark, I think, flies a P3P. Owen flies a P3. Which one, Owen? You'll have to tell me. And then there's a bunch of other people that fly it too, so they really enjoy it. It is a good little thing. Gonna have to have some more water here. Just a second here. Oh, Brian. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to leave that one alone now. See, I think, Owen, that Brian maybe have been doing this a little longer than you, so you might want to be careful. I have quite a bit to learn with filter kits. So actually, I have a video on those, Calvin, on filters. If you just look on my page for why you use filters, it tells you all about it. Aussie Mark's got a standard, and I've got a 4K, and Brian, my mom's disabled. I have one before my P4P, very stable, great picture quality, long range. I've heard they were pretty good, yeah. Now, Aussie Mark had a problem with his camera. Yeah, let's chill out a little bit, guys. I heard Aussie Mark was having a little bit of jello problem with his camera, and he had to redo the mount for the camera. Don't make me have to put you guys in the corner for 5 minutes. So, now where were we going? Calvin, that's what I was just Calvin with the filters. So Calvin, first of all, welcome to the inaugural. You're getting inaugurated into our little group here. It's getting a little deeper than normal. So Calvin, yeah, the filters are really good. They're basically, thank you, Scott. I just got your link. Scott, I didn't know that was you, Scott. I know Scott. He's a friend of mine. I didn't see the picture very well. I was wondering if that was you. Thank you, sir. Anyway, I will put that in there. I'm going to put that link in after the video that Scott just sent me, and then you guys will be able to see that. Just so you guys know, Scott and I are friends from way long time ago, practically another lifetime. I think I've known him, couple of decades maybe. I've lost something. I'm looking up the comments to see what I've got, and it's nice to catch up with you again, Mr. Scott. Joiner. Oh, and they both need a timeout. So you fly with an ND60 most of the time. Basically, the filters are sunglasses for your camera, so that you can help with your different. Why am I having word? I'm having for word problems. Exposures, so you can set your. It gives you more flexibility with your exposure settings. If it's really bright, you can set your shutter speed a little lower to match more of your frame rate with the shutters with the ND filters. And if you have a really dark ND filter, you can do long exposure photography, which I tell you about again. I've got videos all about that stuff, Calvin. They're really good. Having a filter is in my opinion, you have to have one for these drones. And ISO. Yeah, the ISO. Okay, someone said something about my D-Cinelike. I want to talk about my D-Cinelike. Drone Wolf, you enjoyed my D-Cinelike and D-Log. And that one guy, I don't know if you read the comment on it, a really nice long comment on why he liked D-Log no matter what. I mean, he's like, I don't care about the ISO because it doesn't matter and he talking about histograms and everything else. And I know that the D-Log holds more information. I know this. But, again, it went down to preference. It goes down to preference of whether you like the more noise in the ISO 500, if it really bothers you, which it bothers me because I'm weird that way. But if that doesn't bother you, using D-Log is a fantastic idea. Yeah, Calvin, how'd that work? Okay, good. Yeah, I thought you read that. I believe you even commented on that. Because I believe I commented back on you, and sometimes I forget who I'm commenting to. But yeah, that was an excellent point that he had made. And I don't know if he's in. I don't think he's on the video chat right now. Let me check up my email, see what Mr. Scott sent me. I'm gonna do this real quick. I want to see. Scott, you actually knew my email. Yes, that. Yep, I will put that up there. No clue on the subject, Drone Wolf. Yeah, how did that happen? I disagree too, but each their own. Yeah, personal preference. It is. It all ends up to be personal preference. I have used the histogram when I fly because I like to make sure I'm not missing something in the overexposure, because usually I'd rather be a little underexposed than overexposed, because when you're overexposed, you've completely lost everything. Underexposed, you can sometimes pull it back. Sometimes. So, boy, we got some good topics here. Scott, are you still here? I'm going to put your link up here when I'm done, because I really don't want to mess with it right now. I'm afraid of touching things. Did he go away? Did Scott run away? I outed him because I know him. Oh. Are you guys dead now? You guys not talking to me? So we got 12 viewers. I think we hit 17 at one point. So do I have 10,000 subscribers yet? That's my goal for the end of the year. I don't think I'm going to make it. Okay, guys. If you guys got nothing else, if you guys want to talk more about the FAA registration or the eHang stuff, we can talk a little bit more about that. So channel, I was wondering how you got so many subs about the content. Wait, why was I the one being put? No, Owen, actually both of you guys were. CES. Man, as much as I would love to go to CES, brother's got to make some money. I just can't afford to go to CES. It's just expensive. Granted, flights are relatively cheap. The hotel is not horribly cheap. But the time, I don't have the time to go to CES. I would love to go to CES. I would love to. Pros of truce. Thank you, guys. In other news, a gang just got arrested in the UK. They dropped $1 million worth of contraband into a UK prison. Oh, still $1 million? Wow. That's a lot. Well, it's not at one time. I'm thinking that was over a period of time. But wow. Yeah, I'm glad they got busted. Yeah, I'd like to get your 2,000 subs over here, Calvin. It would be a great collab. Yeah, it would be. Oh, good, Scott, you're still here. You got the Karma from DSLR World. Yep, I remember your DSLR. Agreed with the airing toward underexposure. You can pull a lot of detail out of the shadows, but not as much. Exactly. Thank you, Scott, for confirming me. I appreciate that. And you got to come up to Chicago. And we got to fly your Karma. I've got to fly that puppy. I haven't flown one of those yet. Of course, I'm kind of afraid to. I don't know. I just keep putting stuff out and get a bunch of yo mama jokes back. Oh, God. Okay, guys. The pilot got 6 years. Wow. Is that all? Is that all they got? Well, of course, that's in the UK. That's good. I'm glad they got... Well, if it's a gang... Yeah. Okay. I'm glad they got 6 years. As soon as Family of the Year, I'll definitely do it. Sweet. We'll have to get me... Yeah, definitely have to do some collabs with Calvin. Hey, Scott, do you have a channel going on yet? GoPro's still selling that bird? Yes, they are still selling that. They do. They probably won't do an update on it because of all the money they lost on the first version. No sensor safety net. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, Scott. You got, like... Of course, I've flown... I mean... Where is it? Oh, this doesn't either. Of course, it doesn't hurt if you hit anything either. Just re-release. Yes, yes. They're not going to probably have a new version anytime soon because the Mavic kind of was a direct competitor to that. The Mavic Platinum's going to, is out, and then whatever the Mavic comes out next. But I really want to fly. I want to fly your Scott because I'm curious because I had actually thought about getting one. And my friend that you know of, who shall remain nameless for now, he was looking at drones and asked me about that. So I would actually like to do a review, and I could do a review on this channel, and you could supply the video or the drone. Maybe I'll come out to you. I know where you live ish. So we can come out and do that. I'll even let you look at my 4 Pro. Yeah, I don't know. And Drone Wolf, and like I was just saying, the 2.0, they really kind of lost their butts on the Karma 1 because of the battery falling out issue. Yeah, but you're right. And the build of that thing, the design of it, I love it. I love how the gimbal is between, right in the middle, and it goes do. I also like the fact that you get the Karma handheld thing so you can walk around with your GoPro. I almost bought one. I was on the verge of getting one, and right before I was thinking about pulling the triggers when they started falling out of the sky, and I'm like, I'm not getting one. So even after they fixed the problem, I don't think they had any more problems. Brian, dude, thanks, man. What is that? Is that for you to get out of the jail there, or what? You didn't want to have your get out of jail free card? Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Let's all bow down to Brian for a second. Okay, enough kissing his ass. So anyway, back to the Karma. Again, Brian, you know I appreciate it. You really do, right? I hope you do. I'll buy you a $2 lunch. Got to pay the piper. Brian is awesome. So no, with the Karma, I think the design is fantastic. And again, I'm kind of floored here because I know Brian, and I did not expect to see that. So, thank you. That'll help me buy some lunch. That's actually kind of nice. I'm at a loss for words. You see what you did, Brian? That's how you shut me up. You pay me. Just ask Scott. Scott knows me better than anybody else in this group. I guarantee you that. So anyway, Scott, I think what I want to do is as long as your number hasn't changed, I'm going to give you a call. It's going to be a couple. Thank you, Drone Wolf Media. I appreciate it very, very much. I'm going to keep that hidden, Owen. I appreciate that very much. Drone Media, you guys are awesome. I spend it on my wife. She would appreciate that. I'm sure she would. And Scott, you haven't met my wife yet, so we got to come down there. We got to meet you. and we'll do a little flying. Maybe, yeah, we'll figure something out. I'll give you a call, give you an email, something. You know it. Yeah, you know that. And if you did you get the 6 or the 5? Because both of those GoPros are good. There's nothing wrong with either one of them, and they're awesome. So, you know, it's. I'd like to know because the 5 and 6 are great. And I'm sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. These comments. The Hero 6. So you got the 6, and that's something that you could play around with. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to invite myself. I don't know where you live now. I know you moved. I think you moved. Anyway. So I'm kind of excited because I haven't talked to Scott in a while, so it's kind of nice. It's probably my fault that I haven't talked to Scott in a while. Yay, Craig made it! Woohoo! Craig, yay! Everybody Scrappy Drone. You missed all the fun, man. Oh, you missed a lot of fun. Okay, Drone Wolf, we'll talk to you later. I'll get in touch with you. We'll have you on the show maybe it'll probably be closer to New Year's after Christmas, something around there. We'll see. We'll come up with a good topic for you to talk about. Have a good one, man. Take care. Oh, yeah, work comes first. Whatever, Craig, whatever. So, Craig, there's a guy, I don't know if he's still watching or not, that offered me to go down to Florida, but unfortunately I can't make it. And I'm like thinking if I get down there, because we're talking like near the Orlando area. I believe you're near that area. And we're talking about me coming down there, and I would definitely contact you if I get down there. It may be January, though. So hold on. I'm not holding on to nothing. So I may come down there in January, because I may have an opportunity to get down there. And the guy who's watching, you can text me. Of course, if you text me now, my phone's on silent. Because I'm not that stupid anymore. So I got to get a hold of Drone Wolf. I got to get a hold of Scott. And I got to get maybe a Craig. So anyway, I'm glad Craig made it. When's the trip to England? When you gonna put in a super chat of $500? Not pounds, $500. Then you do it again a couple times because my wife's got to come with me. Will your mom mind if we come and stay with you? CES is in January. Yeah, but if I go down to Florida, I don't have to pay for a hotel room. And I don't have to pay for CES. So, Matt, and it would literally be for like 2 days. Fly there and fly back. You're going to London on Friday. What am I doing on Friday? Oh, I'm working. And then Saturday I'm going to the lake. Pounds are worth more than dollars. Okay, well, just give me more. Just give me a lot of money. Whatever. Just give me $1 million. Wife and I, let's just start running a fund now. You give us enough money, we'll come out there in January or February. Because brother don't got no money. Brother's broke. I'm going to lose the house. I don't have a house. I can say, well, Matt, you know what? Contact me. We'll see. We'll talk. I'd have to look into it. Boy, you guys just want me to go everywhere, don't you? What? I would love to go to CES. That's not the issue. We'll talk. Just shoot me my email, brad@bradsdrones.com, and we'll see. Because if I did, and I'd have to be able to do a live stream from Vegas. But if it's on the weekends, it's going to be more difficult for me to be there, because that's when my busier times are right now. Because you guys know my side gig. My side gig is Uber. I hate it. And weekends is the best time to drive. And if I had enough income to not Uber, I would. And it wouldn't take much, but Uber is just enough to keep me going. So yeah, shoot me an email, Matt, and we'll talk. Oh, Matt, are you going to do a live stream after my live stream? Because I may pop in on that. I don't know if I'll be able to. You may be able to find some accommodations in the UK. Holy cow, guys. You guys want me to travel everywhere. I'm not against that. Not against that at all. My wife and I, we both love to travel. She married me because... Actually, I have no idea why she married me. I think she thought I was rich. She's crazy. She's crazy. So 10th, 11th, and 12th. Okay, we'll see. Yeah. Shoot me an email. We'll talk. And by the way, I don't know why, but it's getting warm in here. Maybe it's because I'm embarrassed. You guys are embarrassing me. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Well, guys, you know what? It's getting to be about an hour long. Unless you guys want to keep this going, we can keep it going. But I'm thinking it's about time to roll the end of this. What do you guys think? Yes, no, maybe so. We'll see. Cause Matt, let's see. Boy, you guys are setting me up for the winter. So Saturday I got a gig. Tomorrow, actually, the customer's coming over in the morning, and we're going to talk about the gig for Saturday. Because I'm going to go fly and do some stuff over the lake. No. Thanks, Stella. And the odd thing is where I'm gonna go fly is exactly the same place where I lost my hotel. So wish me luck that I don't lose the DJI. But then again, I have flown there since then too, so I don't see it being a problem. Then let's see. After that, we've got people that want me to go to. I've got to go down to see Scott. I've got to go see Craig. I've got to go to the UK. I got to go to CES. Wow. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Can you repeat the question? Young man, if you're not paying attention, then you should just go to bed. It's way past your bedtime. I already know this because you're like, it's like midnight. It's past midnight. Dude, it's tomorrow. You live in the future. You and Stella are in the future. How did I lose my hotel? Chris, there's many videos. Look up my hotel videos. It was catastrophic. Not catastrophic, but the drone's gone. It's in the lake. It's if you want to go get another drone, it's in Lake Michigan. Get a scuba gear. You're gonna need some scuba gear. She's gonna tell you to watch the video. She. Oh, listen, Brian. Not you. Just thanks for the money, but you know that doesn't mean you can diss me some more. Oh, welcome to Johnny Crab, Johnny Cab. It went into the drink. It certainly did. She was a typo. It better have been a typo, buddy. Because it's really funny you say that. Brian, you haven't met my wife, but you know my wife's Chinese. I think everybody does by this point. But in China, they don't have a he or she very much, and she constantly says it backwards all the time. You know, she's always saying he when she means she, and she when she means he. So it's really funny. I just laugh all the time. I go he or she. So what happened with Florida? Well, basically, it's a timing thing. It's still not out. We might be able to do it in January. You are going to go live. Okay, Matt. So everybody's going to go over and say hi to Matt when he goes live when I'm done with my show. So he'll have at least 10 viewers. I'd like to see that. You guys are awesome. So, guys, what I'm going to do is I am going to get done here because we're just kind of babbling at this point. You guys know once I hit around the hour mark, I want to kind of go and be done. Then I'm going to go and I'll be in the comments for a little bit. If you want to help support the channel, I can stay on a little longer. You know, if you guys decide to put some more super chats in here, I'll stay longer. Pay me to stay. That's bad. She called me yeah, that's right. You did. She did. Yep. She called you a she. She does it all the time. Dinner time for Brad. No, Brad already had dinner. I eat dinner before I do this. James Crump PM Facebook. Okay, Craig. Well, we will keep in touch. Because I planned on contacting you no matter what. If I come down there, I'm contacting you, and we're gonna fly together or do something. Where this guy has a place, may not. I looked at the air map. May not be able to fly there, but you probably know places to fly. So I may be contacting you for that. But I definitely want to fly with you because I want to fly with as many people as I can. I love having fly. I mean, I'm thinking of if my channel gets big enough or if my following gets big enough, somewhere in Chicago actually set some space aside. Like, I don't know, maybe the Foster Beach is like one of the places that keep coming to mind. Something like that where we can fly over the lake some and fly and just get some cool video and have a big meetup and have some kind of flying, you know, something. I don't know. It's something I'm thinking about doing, like it'd be April or May or June. But I want to fly with a lot of people this year. That's my goal, is to fly with more people this year. And if I got out to UK and flew with Stella and flew with Owen, that would be awesome. It'd be awesome to get out there. I would love it. So Anyway, guys, let me read this. Scott, gonna head for home. Okay, Scott, have a good night, man. We'll talk to you later. Craig is not local. Craig is local to Florida. Let's see, what's this one say? Prime Minister me up. Yeah, we're going to Prime Minister on Facebook. Owen. Okay, guys. So, yeah, Brian, that's a thing. I think I want to do that, but it's going to take a little bit more of what I really want to do. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pop over here to the end screen. You guys ready for my end screen? You guys have seen it like 1,000 times. So anyway, guys, here we go. I'm going to still read the chat while we do this. I want to say thank you very much. And if you want to see more videos like this, my live stream I do once a week. I do a tip video once a week, and I try to do a vlog video once a week. So 3 videos a week. If you want to see those, they're all about drones. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the like button here on this video. Share it with other people. And if you are watching this on the replay, feel free to join the conversation in the comments. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can shop for stuff on my Brad's Drone Stuff on Spreadshirt. You can follow me on Facebook, the Brad's Drone website. I've got Instagram. I've got all of that stuff. And good night, Owen. You have a wonderful evening. And until next time, everybody, fly safe. And bye!